Hi and welcome to the Thought Expansion Network, otherwise known as TEN. My name is Jonathan MacDonald and I founded TEN in 2015 around one central principle, and that is that as our world becomes increasingly connected, it becomes harder for many people to find real meaning and make positive change. And that happens in three contexts. One is intrapersonal, which is the things inside ourselves: mindset, purpose, self-image, motivation, direction and health and so forth. The next is interpersonal context, which is communication, relationships, culture and understanding between people. And the third is extrapersonal context, which is social and political issues, modern trends and global challenges. And all of these require thought expansion to enable positive change. The question is, how can the highest volume of people be enabled to create positive change through thought expansion? In answer to this, we're building a multimedia platform dedicated to expanding the way people think, delivered via an online video channel, social network interaction, a dedicated mobile app, offline events, and a range of enablement services. Let's go through each one to see exactly the way that TEN works. The online video channel will be increasingly launched throughout 2016, and that will be made up of filmed roundtable conversations, interviews with thought leaders, inspirational talks from around the world, and a heavy dose of user-generated content. All of this will be filmed on a weekly basis and then chapterized into daily content for you. Alongside this, we have social network interaction and a dedicated mobile app for voting, discussions, and meetups. The enablement services are where things get even more interesting, because what we've actually done is we've integrated a world-class speaker management service that manages the careers of a select few world-class speakers and thought leaders who optimize the performance of a company's people, culture and brand. Throughout all of our activity, we have an impact on the largest companies in the world and the smallest too. And we do that by offering a wide range of services that you can find out detail from ten.io/services. In terms of the far left-hand side, the You Speak Leadership and Business, these are one-day courses. I wanted to give you an idea of some of the feedback from a collection of the You sessions that have happened in London recently, and you can hear what people thought for themselves and see the outcome that they found from the You sessions.
I got much more than I bargained for. I now have a tool to make mine and my family's life happier.
What I got were some tangible tools and frameworks to move my business ideas forward and take the next steps.
I've gained a clearer understanding of my own mental obstacles and limiting beliefs, and I've learned ways to think bigger and more ambitiously.
Learning from a great role model today of time management and life management, and I'm learning about inner strength and determination.
I gained a personal belief that I had once lost. That is, I am able, I am proactive, and I can trust myself.
Yeah, I think for me it's really learned some great frameworks to help me drive clarity of purpose and behaviour for the future.
So today I clearly know how to tangibly and practically move forward in achieving my dreams and to live a more fulfilling and happy life.
I have the courage to do what I know I need to do, which is something I have to do tomorrow, which will set my fate. And then I think related to that, reinforcing the value of failure and the importance of focusing in the moment.
I ended up with a set of tools to ultimately change and involve an important relationship with someone I love.
And now I've been given a practical action plan to make my desires my reality and licensed to no longer be afraid to take that journey.
In the centre of the services, we have the pulse and the knowledge. Now, the knowledge is regular Skype calls with various different executives inside your organisation or groups of people inside your community. And the pulse is a weekly update service that addresses this particular challenge. And that is that in today's increasing pace of change, it's often hard to ensure that the really important information isn't missed. Even when important information is found, it's often hard to understand how it could impact you. So the solution is an update system called the Pulse that provides a weekly roundup of activity tailored specifically to you, your brand, industry vertical or geographic region. So what we do is we scour the entire landscape of information, thousands and thousands of feeds per day, and related global activity is tracked and the top 10 most important content is tagged depending on the brand, vertical or region that you've specified. Then, depending on the tag, a rule is set to alert any number of staff by email scheduled weekly. It's a super filtering service to ensure that you don't miss out on the important information. Inside the email, you'll get a list of the top 10 links, but also, and this is the important part, recommended actions to take place, whether that's monitoring this subject more, escalating it upwards, or distributing the information to other teams. If you'd like to register interest in Pulse, please visit 10.io/Pulse and we'll send you more information. On the right hand side of the services, we have the unlock sessions and the code. So the unlock sessions we've run around the world in Bali, Miami, Texas, Sydney. We're soon to run in Spain. And I thought I'd give you an opportunity to hear what some of the attendees have thought about the unlock sessions.
The first day I rang back to my office and just said that was just like smashed it out of the ballpark even from the first day.
I can't even give you the percentile return on investment because it's just so massive.
The unlock weekend became worth it just in the Thursday evening dinner. It caused me to change how I think, how I engage others in such a brilliant fashion. When I walked back to my room, I told my wife, okay, dinner alone has paid for the entire weekend. So now it's multiples of. So yes, the ROI is phenomenal.
They actually care more about the transformation of the person and the continual offer of information and support over the 4 days is unlike anything I've ever seen.
This has been so worthwhile. I would pre-book my kids to come here when they turn 17.
So if I increase my chances of success through the unlock session? Absolutely.
You do not get that ability in this environment. We're in one of the most phenomenal environments as well. So you don't get that opportunity often. And so I would tell everybody, if you had the opportunity, do not worry about the investment. You will recoup that back 10, 15, 20 times just with the thoughts that you have.
The investment of time, very much worth it. The investment of energy, I'm probably going to be up for 3 days now, thinking about all the things that I've learned and things that I'm going to put into place.
And before coming into these sessions, I was just a normal bloke. Coming out of here, look out world.
So there are the services. You can go to 10.io services and find out even more. So why now and why will it work? Well, everything I've said actually already exists. So we've got existing businesses with multiple proofs of concept. Obviously, 10's been established for the last 18 months. Make Waves has already been running for even longer. And I am just one of the international speakers and thought leaders inside this machine. And we've been doing this around the world for quite a while. And we have a collection of the world's greatest speakers and thought leaders with around 250,000 Twitter followers amongst us. 10 itself has 20 internationally active groups and counting, with over 4,000 live discussions in 5 languages, believe it or not. 94% of the posts are commented upon. There's almost 6,000 comment likes. We have a hugely engaged community of thoughtful people. We have association with major celebrities. And there's also an accelerating demand for personal development that we see around the world right now. There's an increasing use of digital channels. We think we're bringing this to market at the right time. In terms of the competitive analysis, starting from below the line, which is around more the educational part, we have Psychology Today, or the Young Turks, or Hyper Island. But we're more around inspiration, so we have Brain Pickings, TED, Elephant Journal. That's kind of where we play. But unlike those three, we have low entry barriers, we're hugely interactive, and we operate in multiple formats. We are the home of interactive inspiration. The benefits of involvement for participants are as follows: with engagement through the content, enablement through tools, extension of the personal network, encouragement from mentors and facilitators and thought leaders, and expansion of thinking to unlock personal and professional success. Benefits of involvement for corporations is desirability, so in terms of talent attraction and retention, discovery in terms of new findings, insights and perspectives, development, which is strategic improvement from external expertise, deployment, so influence or impact, increasing your brand reputation, and distribution, which is the wide network penetration of engaged people. So this is the aerial view of the Thought Expansion Network. On one hand we've got the thought leaders, on the other hand we've got the community, and the interactive content at the top, either side can actually interact with each other through. The Enablement Services, that's developed by the thought leaders, and it develops people in the community. The events are facilitated by the thought leaders and participated in by the community. And remember, of course, that the thought leaders are part of the community, and the community can also be thought leaders. My genuine hope is that by expanding thought, many people can be enabled to make positive change individually or collectively. Welcome to 10.